Welcome back to the Mount Pleasant Dynasty. Today we are on the road in the Georgia Dome for what should be an exciting Sun Belt game. We're coming off a win last week in the Sun Belt opener 38-13 over Troy, a dominating performance in which we had 2 pick sixes. Georgia State as a team has yet to score a touchdown through 2 games, but they still have a lot of talent on this team, and it is in the Georgia Dome, so this should be a tough game for us. Last week, Jonathan Gibbs, 252, 2 touchdowns, but 2 picks through the air. He has 7 interceptions through 4 games so far this year. He'll go to the air on first down and dump it off into the flat for Dorian Mays, who comes up just shy of the first down line. This offense is still without Latrell Williams, who hopes to make his return next week, so we'll get that explosive element back. There is a nice run by Danny Whitmore for 8 yards. Split backfield 3 wide on first down and 10. It's on the wheel route to Whitmore. He makes a move and is down just after picking up the first. So we'll be in the pistol twin tight end look, and it is a play action throw, and it goes to Mays once again, and he gets the first down this time. But Zachary Randolph is shaken up on that play and will be forced to leave the game. Mike Meadows checks in as the backup, and he gets the carry on that play as he goes for 7 yards. Meadows is a talented running back but hasn't got a lot of playing time so far, and when he does play he hasn't looked too good, but there's a nice run on the triple option by Jonathan Gibbs. It goes for 16 yards. We'll spread the field from the pistol, throw into the end zone, and it's Allen Harrison with his 5th touchdown on the season. That is more than he had in the first 2 years of his career combined. He has played very well in the absence of Latrell Williams. Now it's DeMarcus Kirk who gets the carry. This is a Georgia State offense that graduated 4 running backs in the offseason, so Kirk is really the only running back they have on the team, although they did pick up 2 transfers in the offseason, but they will have to sit out this year. This Georgia State offense had 4 turnovers last week as a team, but there's a nice play action pass to Eric Elder that picks up the first down, and it goes for 12 yards. Hart comes in motion, and it's Parks from under center. He throws outside. He's got his tight end Wirtz. He is fighting forward to the 15 to the 13, 33 yards there, and a lot of it after contact. A very good job by the tight end. Now Parks will try and take off, and it's Carl Gray, the backup left end, 300-pounder. He gets the sack, his first of his career. Now it is TJ Hines, another young defensive end there, on the tackle for loss. A tight look on 3rd down and 13, throw into the flats. It is Marshall. He's got it for 7 yards, but Georgia State will be forced to kick the field goal. Trip to the right on first down for our offense, as it is Pierre on the catch. He's coming off a career-high 89 yards last week. He played very well. Jonathan Gibbs throws. He's got Damian Ransom, the junior wide receiver, has it for 7 yards, as is a 7-for-7 start for Jonathan Gibbs. Now he'll keep it on the read option, go right up the middle, doesn't slide, takes the hit, and gets 8 yards and the first. Inside of Panther territory, we'll run it out of the pistol. It goes to Mike Meadows, who falls forward for a gain of 9 yards. A good run as he's playing well early on, 3 carries for 22 yards. Now Meadows will get another carry, and he's able to pick up a first. It's a 3-yard run. Now spreading the field, it is a 4 wide look down the middle of the field. It's McCall. He's got it for 29 yards, and it's now 3rd down and goal from the 1. Meadows will get the carry, and a free defender gets in there, and it's a loss of 3, so we'll be forced to kick the field goal and only come away with 3 points. Kirk gets the carry. He finds a hole, a good run to the 43-yard line, a 17-yard carry. 3 carries so far, 9-yard average for Kirk. Under center, it's Parks. He throws. Wirtz has to come back for it, but he is able to pick up a first. It's an 8-yard catch and run. Nice job of cutting up field after coming backwards. Kirk breaks that tackle. He's into the open field and barely brought down by Kavika Watts. It's a 16-yard run. Bunch to the left on first down. Parks will now take off and run. Harrison misses, and a good job powering his way forward. Nice stiff arm as he's down to the 14-yard line. Kirk gets the carry up the middle. He finds a hole, and it's Sherman who maybe had a touchdown saving tackle. A 12-yard carry. It's going to be goal to go, I formation, and they fake it to the fullback, pitch outside, and Harrison gets the tackle this time. It's a loss of 3. A good start for our defense on this goal line stand potentially. Pitch outside, and Kirk somehow does not get touched on that run as he goes in from 4 yards out to tie the game back up at 10. Will spread the field, go to Pierre. He goes and makes a nice cut. Good vision there as he gets a block and picks up 15 yards. Offset backfield. It's Gibbs who will throw. He dumps it down to Whitmore once again. Another catch out of the backfield for Danny Whitmore. He's a pretty good receiver as a running back. Meadows comes back into the game. He's got a lot of early work in this first half, and he's got 8 yards on that carry. He's been very productive. Definitely the most productive game of his career so far. Twin tight end Jonathan Gibbs, deep drop, and it cost him 10 yards. He's sacked, and that'll bring up 2nd down and long. Now 3rd and 20. We'll try and run a screen pass on 3rd down, and Meadows has it, maybe picks up 5 or 6 as we are on the very edge of field goal range, and it's a 54-yard attempt for Perry, and it just misses. No good from 54 yards out, his longest attempt of his career. And you can see here how close it was. Just sneaks under that upright, a little more power, and he might have got it. But instead, it'll be Georgia State football as they take over. It's Nobles across the middle, who is lit up by Terrell Byers, but hangs on to the football. A 4-wide set, throw outside. It's Elder once again, who breaks a tackle and nearly breaks another, but is down at the 27-yard line, a 22-yard gain. Empty backfield for Georgia State. Throw, it's Elder again, and it's Leroy Red who can't make the tackle, and Harrison and Watts do bring him down. Now at the 1-yard line, it's Kirk, and right up the middle, he's got it, and it'll be a Georgia State lead as they've already scored 8 more points in today's game than they did in the first 2 games combined. It'll be Jonathan Gibbs back on offense though, and it's Harrison. The defender gets blocked, and it's open field for Allen Harrison. He's gonna take it all the way. His breakaway speed is enough, and he takes it from 72 yards out. And that's all it takes to tie this game back up at 17. Harrison definitely an explosive wide receiver. We're missing Latrell Williams, but Allen Harrison can still do that. There's a big hit, but a 1st down run for Parks. Now on 3rd down and 5, it's a draw, and Kirk is brought down by a couple of defenders there, including William Sherman, and that will send us into halftime tied up at 17. Our offense has played pretty well. Our defense needs to make a couple of key stops if we're going to win today's ball game. We're looking to tie last year's win total at 3. And so far in today's game, it's looking like it will be a very close game that will come down to the wire to decide if we match that total. It'll be Georgia State's offense on the field to start off this second half. It's Kirk breaking a couple of tackles, and on the screen pass picks up 6 yards. So it'll be a 3-and-out forced by our defense. Now a throw to Ronaldo McCall, who hangs onto the football, and it's a 7-yard catch. Split backfield on 2nd down. A throw quickly to Mike Meadows, who tries to make a move, but does secure a 1st on a 5-yard reception. Twin tight end to the left. It's going to be read option for Jonathan Gibbs, who cuts upfield, makes the defender miss. He's inside of Panther territory. It's a 20-yard run. Impressive athleticism shown there by Jonathan Gibbs. Trips to the right on 1st down and 10, and the throw. It's the UAB transfer Xavier Yabosi on the 16-yard catch. 3rd down and 6. Throw to McCall. He tries to cut upfield and only picks up 4 yards. So that'll bring up 4th down, and Nate Perry will come on for the field goal attempt. He's 1 for 2 so far today, and make that 2 for 3 as we take a 3-point lead. A good start to the second half by your Demons, and now it's a throw into the flat for Ifedi, and he does secure the 1st down, just barely though. 3 down linemen on 3rd down and 4, and the pressure gets there. It is TJ Hines with the 1st sack of the game for him and his 2nd tackle for loss. A split backfield look, throw outside, and Mike Pierre has it. It's 14-yard reception as Jonathan Gibbs playing very well so far today. 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It's Danny Whitmore. He makes a defender miss, but does stumble and fall, but picks up a 1st. Now 3rd down and 2, twin tight end from the pistol, and no one blocks the edge rusher. He gets there. 2 offensive players had a chance to block him, and neither did, so it'll be a stop for the Panther defense. And now back on offense, it's Parks going down, William Sherman on the sack. 3rd down and 17, backs up to his own goal line. It's Ifedi, who is brought down by Terrell Byers. It was Watts who held him up, and it's a stop for our defense. Now from the full house, it's Meadows. He gets the handoff and has it for 6 yards. 8 carries, a career high for him today. Now it will be Jonathan Gibbs. He rolls out to the left, And now we'll just throw it. Actually, it looked like he was going to run, but throws it instead and picks up 26 yards. We'll get a second look at that. Keep in mind the line of scrimmage was at the 40-yard line just before he crossed it. And it's a big time play for 20 yards. One thing to mention, no more Zachary Randolph. He is out for today's game. And there is Dorian Mays up the seam. He's got it for the touchdown as Jonathan Gibbs nears 300 yards passing. A stretch play outside and great edge defense by Kavika Watts. It is a loss of 3. Now 3rd down and 13. They're going to try and go deep and outside. And it's Elder pushed out of bounds by Lamont Dowdle as it's a 1st down for the Panthers. 3rd down and 10 for Parks. He dumps it down to Fetty and does get the 1st down. A favorable spot there. He looked to be very close and they do give it to him. Another 3rd down, this time 3rd down and short, and it's intercepted. It's Kavika Watts on the pick, his first pick since his sophomore year, and that was season 1 for the ones who don't know. And now a dangerous throw by Jonathan Gibbs, nearly picked off by Allen, and it's a 3-and-out forced by the Panthers. 4 minutes left in today's ball game. Kirk bounces off a tackler and is hit down hard. It's a loss of 5, and that'll bring up 3rd down and long. From under center, it's a Fetty in the backfield as Park throws outside. He's got Penny Hart, and the senior wide receiver has it for 15 yards. He's been a problem all 3 years we've played Georgia State. Now a counter play for DeMarcus Kirk, who picks up a 1st down. It's an 11-yard run, and it's a good carry as Kirk has played well today. 3rd down and 5. Parks will take off and run up the middle. Stumbles, and they don't give him the 1st down. It's Byers who puts him down just short. But on 4th down inches, they will go for it. Parks throws outside. He's got Duckworth, and that will continue the drive. It is a 1st down to the 35-yard line. Under 2 minutes left. It's still a 2-score ball game. Parks now lobs it down the middle of the field. He's got his tight end. Moore takes a bad angle, and Warts is brought down by Ernest Harrison. Goal to go, 2nd down and goal. Throw, and Hart beats Markel Reyes on the slant for a 5-yard touchdown. But with a minute and a half left, Georgia State will try the onside kick. The kick is away and it's recovered by the backup middle linebacker Xavier Simmons, and it will be Mount Pleasant football. But Georgia State has 3 timeouts, so they can stop the clock 3 more times. It'll be Gibbs on the carry and only 1 yard there, but a 1st down should end this ball game. 3rd down and 7. Man comes in motion, and it's a pitch outside to Mike Pierre. He makes a cut and picks up 3 yards. But on 4th down and 4, the offense will stay on the field. This could end it right here. Jonathan Gibbs, a deep drop. He throws. He's got McCall. He makes the man miss, runs into his own teammate, but picks up a 1st, and that will do it. We take some knees and are able to run the rest of the clock out. A risky play call there, but it works out to perfection. Jonathan Gibbs is your player of the game. He pretty much played a mistake-free game, as today we match last year's win total of 3 with 7 games left, so a lot of time to really add on to the best for the program. And also 2-0 in conference for the first time ever. Definitely our best start after last year. Not a great start in conference, but this year 2-0 against 2 of middle of the pack teams, even maybe close to the top of the Sun Belt. Our offense played very well. The running game was good enough. Our passing game was excellent, over 300 yards for Jonathan Gibbs. Allen Harrison with a good game, along with Mike Pierre, and Kavika Watts had an interception, which was great to see. Look at our recruiting board. If you didn't watch the recruiting update, which was the last episode of this series, you should go check it out. We do a in-depth look at all the prospects on our board that we're putting points into. You can see Scott Irvin, we have a nice lead for, along with Dustin Dixon, James McDowell, Justin Johnson. A tight battle, though, for Logan Porter, who would probably redshirt as a freshman. But we move on and back at home after a 4-game road stretch and actually start a 4-game home stretch against the Louisiana Monroe Warhawks. They have a great rushing attack, number 4 in the country. The number 7 defense, they gave up a lot of points this week though, or I guess last week, to Syracuse, and did lose in overtime. They're 1-1 so far on the season. But we are first place in our conference right now, and Kavika Watts and Jonathan Gibbs both get Player of the Week honors in week 5. And so now a look at our stats. 7 interceptions, so no interceptions for Jonathan Gibbs this week. That was great to see. Danny Whitmore up to 274 yards on the season. Mike Meadows, great game, 9 carries, 46 yards. Just really played well in the backup role, replacing Zachary Randolph. 8 tackles for losses for Ernest Harrison. He's continuing to play very well, along with 2 sacks, which is nice to see. Still no pick in his career though. 2 interceptions for Leroy Red. But some good news though, we do get Latrell Williams back. 7 carries for 72 yards in the only 2 games he played this year. He will be making his return. One other move we're going to be making, Zachary Randolph will be moved to 3rd string with Mike Meadows. He really impressed me in today's game, so he will be the new backup. But I hope you did enjoy today's episode. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below. Subscribe for more of the Mount Pleasant Dynasty. I will see you for the next episode against Louisiana Monroe, where we are back at home. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy, 'cause I'm out.